Woo! Trumpy! Trumpy! Bloody good to finally get through to you, baby. Now listen, it's the Illuminati. I know what you think. Grubby reputation. Everything out of whack. Nobody knowing the truth really about who we are, Trumpy. What's that? Not with those galoshes. Don't be ridiculous, Trumpy. For God's sakes, no, build another golf course. And don't wear those trousers. Do you understand? Right, a matter of principle has come over, this principle of life. And I just want to talk to you about certain variables of thought I'm thinking about. You know how it is, Trumpy. Big balls of flaming madness. The bigger, the better. The more orientated towards certain specific diagrams of schematics, the more ingenious. Do you see where I'm going with this, Trumpy? Big balls of echelon power. Now, I want you to listen and I want you to hear me out because I want you to hear me out good. Do you understand, baby? Now listen, I'm no enemy of America. You raised me well. Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters, Star Wars, Back to the Future, and the rest. Predator. You raised me well. And I'm here to say to you today, Trumpy, we do not hate your quasi-wisdom. We just wish everything was settled down, because we're British, you know. We just like comfort and tea and everything under control and orderly, like clockwork motion. You may notice, Trumpy, that the British people are remarkably lovely, faithful in love, and have incredible now new bus precision times. The buses used to have a reputation in the 80s, Trumpy, of never being on time, but nowadays I think they're spot on. And I use the bus because I'm not allowed to drive, Trumpy, because of the oppressive laws of this country, which don't allow you to drive off your head. And I have to be off my head, Trumpy, otherwise I wouldn't have a life. Do you understand? So I have chosen to adopt a walk everywhere, which obviously leaves me within a small vicinity of influence. Whereas if I had a car, or better yet, a helicopter or a plane, with one of your fine Space Force commanders in charge of the flight path, then I think I could save the world. You know, maybe pop over to Russia, dress up as a tramp, with a bit of a sniper pistol under the cloak, you know, wander around the gutters of Moscow and, you know, just, you know, keep into the shadows and then, you know, access like a homeless bum the orifice of the Kremlin and we've won World War III. See what I'm saying, Trumpy? It's a good feeling to win in everything, including nuclear Armageddon. See how we win this? The winning move in the nuclear mad threat. My friend Trumpy, listen to this, this is good. The winning move in the global nuclear threat is not to play that game. We're playing a different game, Trumpy. Do you understand? A game so evolved, advanced, incredible, spiritual, aware, and in time with the universe of the Lord Almighty under Jesus Christ, Amen. Yes, my friend. The honour is all mine to declare God real, and the angels true. But can I explain it to the limited of acumen, and the desperate of comprehension easily? No, I cannot. The field vectors of my own paucity of sufferance and intellect, which is, surprisingly, I have to tell you, limited, is not yet advanced enough due to the lack of investment in the machine of Blighty and the welfare of the British people to declare a non-negotiable. I don't actually know why I said that. Trumpy, what is a non-negotiable? I don't know what that is. What is it, Trumpy? What's a non-negotiable? We can negotiate everything, can't we? Okay, look, I don't like extremist Muslims because they're very dangerous. And I don't like extremist Russians because they're very dangerous. And I don't like extremist North Koreans because they're very dangerous. So we're in a predicament here, Trumpy. We're in a multiple space-time field awareness scenario where perfect caliber of visual foreseeing would be welcome to the calibration systems of an entire generation, I imagine, in their state of juvenility. Do you understand me, Crumpy? Trumpy? Bumpy and Pumpy? Talk to me, Trumpy. Show me Melania. I would make the joke, but I'm not crude like the outcasts. I'm not one of them, Trumpy. I'm one of the elite immaculate, cast aside and ostracized from everybody for knowing there's a God. I am the Illuminati, Trumpy. And just because you don't believe that doesn't make the truth any more real or different or none. I am the Illuminati, Trumpy, for I know the meaning of Illuminati. And I am the Illuminati by warrant of issue to knowledge in the meaning and the knowledge of the reception of the biophoton field from God, the almighty, immaculate, universe, shape-shifting, uber power of fantastic wonder spirit in love. I was crowned for my faith in love. James 1:12, look it up. I was crowned for my faith in love when I had a multitude of renegades seeking to rule rapidly this ancient land of Britain in a frenzy of drug-induced madness. But even under the spell of all this shit that we were doing at Glastonbury, I knew my methods then would no way in hell be suitable for a future when we had stability and some economic finery. So I walked out. I got out of Glastonbury Festival. I was shitting myself, actually. They all wanted me to start a war, I thought. Or a revolution, rather. John Major had resigned. Remember John? He was a right dude, I thought. As Prime Ministers of Britain go, I thought he was pretty sound. I mean, like, less hassle for all under his regime, or I can't help but think looking back. So that's a good sign of a good leader, right? Less overt egotism and principle the whole time in your face on TV like an egomaniac, but more actual, the whole crew's sort of bubbling along quite nicely, like we did in the 90s. I say bubbling along quite nicely. What I mean is boshing it out on pills in a fucking rave scene. But no, Trumpy, you weren't there, were you? You weren't there. And you don't know the true history of Great Britain and the present climate of the contemporary years. You have no idea the legacy of where we've been, how we've altered our minds, and where we are now in the ideological shape-shifting beauty of this transmogrifying perception of truth into reality. You see, Trumpy, I know too much. I know far too much about nature of God and reality, and the eternal systems of what truth and justice really are. And I know sufferance. Don't ever think I don't know sufferance. I, as an Illuminati, happen to suffer schizophrenia. Yes, I'm treated well. And in this I thank the royal people of Britain, for their love is true, their love is virtuous, their love is decent, noble, intelligent, and wise, and forbearing, and patient. It is truly a kingdom of verdant beauty and some rural, urban ugliness, and yet with towers of inspiration, where you can go on a quest legally, still in freedom for love. And I will not denigrate that. I will not hate that. I will support that, even though such freedom allocates ruffians on the streets being so ignorant and barbaric on crack, they might kick your head in, or even worse. But no, Trumpy, that's not what England is to me. That's not what Britain is to me. Britain to me is home. And home is where the heart is, as Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz rightly knew. So, Trumpy, look after your home, and we'll look after ours. And good luck over there. And, well, remember, if the boat ever gets a little too rocky, just look out into the imagined streams of a beautiful river, with fish leaping here and there out of the stream, and mountains in the background, and the fields that go on for years. Just look out there and think, this is worth it. This is what God gave us to protect, to fall in love with, to fall in love in, to experience, to meander around consciously as an avatar of spirit and senses and emotion. And finally, come to some purpose in this philosophical conundrum of bamboozling monumental wonder we call reality. Do you understand, Trumpy? Do you understand? What's that? Melania's hitting the poisons again? Oh well, keep that witch under control. Alright, Margaret, witch. Look, I don't like that, Trumpy. You've got to change Margaret. It can't be Margaret. You know that's Latin for witch. What should we change it to? Make America great again. Make America awesome again. Maya! Change it to that, man. That's more holy than Margaret. Margaret's not holy. That's a witch. Naya! Well done. That's also Buddhism. It's not correctly spelt in Buddhism, but that expression, less brutally, Maya, is actually a Buddhist terminal, principle. And it means that consciousness is nothing but an illusion. And I think you know that all too well, don't you, Trumpy? You secret little barbarian of uber power. Now settle down. The Buddha's watching.